Welcome to another special edition of Litter Media Live. I'm Dan Ramey, and in studio with us today we have Tiffany Baldwin. And you know we're going to talk about something that's going on in downtown Chillicothe. And it's Brewfest Chillicothe, right?
It is, yes.
So that's coming up on June 7th. We're going to tell you more about it right after this from our friends at Andy Tomlinson Insurance Agency.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When insuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Thank you, Andy. He'll probably be at Brewfest, I imagine.
I would imagine,
because
yes.
he's been there before,
Yep.
and I'm sure he'll be back again. So might be a couple hundred, maybe thousands of people.
I like those numbers. Last year we had about 1,200.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm, it is. So we doubled our size from year one to year two. So we'll see what year three brings, because in year three we're adding even more elements this year to make it more enticing.
You keep growing.
Of course.
You get those first couple out of the way. You see what works, what doesn't work, and then let's take a chance on something else working.
Absolutely.
So first things first, this is a ticketed event. Mm-hmm. You must be 21 and over. And as you mentioned just a moment ago, no strollers.
Right. Strictly 21 and older. So don't come with your children. We love kids, but this is not the event for them. We don't want to take chances of them getting hurt. So yes, please, 21 and older. And
of course, DORA is in effect.
Yes, it is. So you can take your little 5-ounce cup. I mean, they're not very big cups, so it might be gone before you leave the boundaries of the event. And you can take that cup and stroll outside of the event boundaries. So you can go shopping if you want to. You just have to come back in with an empty cup. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
All that being said, let's talk pricing, because this is a benefit for downtown Chillicothe.
Yes.
And preservation that's going on with an enhancement, really, of how you decorate it.
Right, exactly. So a lot of the projects that we do in the downtown, we do apply for grants for these. And so sometimes we don't get all of the grant money that we need. So we need excess money to accomplish what we're trying to do. So this money and our other projects, our other events, money go towards like any extra money that we may need to raise for a specific event. They may go down. Like this year, we didn't raise enough money for the flowers through our community contribution. So we're going to have to come up with a way to fund the rest of the flowers if people want beautiful flowers in the downtown. So this is what all of the money starts going to enhance our downtown.
So the Flower Fund is being taken care of right now. If you want to throw some money in for the Flower Fund, how do we do that?
So you can either contact me directly, as always, or you can actually go onto our website, downtownchillicothe.com, and there's a link on there to donate and just make your contribution. Or if you can actually go to our kiosk also in front of the courthouse, and there's a QR code there that will lead you directly to the funding page for the flowers.
That has really caught some people's eyes. At first they say, what's this? But when you go up, you start pushing buttons, and next thing you know, you're being informed.
You're everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I still have some programming to do because there are a lot of businesses in the downtown, which is a good problem to have. But you have to get them all in, and it's so fluid downtown. So you're taking and adding. So I still need some details to input into the kiosk, but it's pretty cool. Yeah. Have you tried it?
I have not tried it yet.
So you can say you're going to Apollo Records or whatever. You can plug it in. It comes up, it shows you the directions, how to get there. You can take your cell phone and hold it up to it, and it'll download the directions directly onto your cell phone. Wow. So you can start walking. And it's kind of cool. Yeah. So
this will be fantastic for how many visitors we're getting from, the World Heritage.
Yes. And it's multilingual. So they can plug in whatever language they need.
And this came about thanks to T-Mobile?
Yes, $50,000 grant. Again, it's a grant from T-Mobile, yeah.
Fantastic. All right. We won't
digressed.
Talk about Brewfest, but that's good to know, because there's a lot of people that go downtown and they don't know what to do to find information about downtown without going out and walking into someone's door.
Right. So we try to add that as another element in the downtown for people to find information, whether, you've got the radio, you've got the newspaper, flyers, things like that. So this is just another form of communication to try to help the community. Yeah. So you can find like street closures and events, not just downtown Chillicothe events, but the events that are happening in the downtown.
Ah, neat.
Yeah.
even street closers.
Even street closures.
Which begin this weekend.
Yes.
And continue the weekend after, and then your weekend.
Yes.
A majority of the streets will be closed for feasts, the Flowering Moon, but then the same for Gus Macker next weekend. And then your event comes the weekend following, and it's just 2nd Street.
Well, so actually, that weekend is a hodgepodge. So we start Thursday with First Thursday, so 2nd Street will be closed.
Okay.
Then we have Art in the Streets on East 2nd,
That's right.
Friday. And then Brewfest is Saturday. So we have 3 events right in a row that weekend, 5, 6, 7. Our event, however, we do not this year shut down any streets. We're trying something new. So we're just in the Majestic courtyard and the parking lot behind the Majestic for the Brewfest.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That gives those businesses a break who are always
Right.
saying, I love events downtown, but man, you're shutting down the streets and that's cutting people out and so on and so forth. But
Exactly.
you are doing a neat test idea.
We're trying. We'll see how it works. We think it's going to hold the same number of people, so we'll see.
Yeah, we like hearing that.
Yeah.
By the way, congratulations to Ben Daughters, Pineapple Award winner.
Yes.
Most recently at the event with the tourism folks. That's a pretty cool moment.
Very well deserved. I mean, he's been our president for many years now, and he leads us in such a great direction, and we could not do it without him. We're very thankful.
And Brewfest will take place right next door to his place.
Right next door, yeah. He welcomes all of this, though, so, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's part of being a Chillicothe native.
Absolutely.
He knows how important it is. By the way, did you nominate him for the award?
did.
I thought
Yes.
you may have done that.
Yes.
So Brewfest, there is a cost to get in. So it's a ticketed event. If you want advance tickets, I'm sure it's cheaper.
It is. So general admission advance tickets is $30. The day of, they will be $40, and that will get you admission into the event at 3:30. VIP tickets are the same, which are $50 regardless of whether it's advance or not, and that will get you into the event at 1:30. And then you can get day of tickets also for DD and for last call. So we have multiple options.
And don't forget the half marathon's going on that day too.
So yeah, actually, that's a good thing that you brought it up because we're in partnership with the marathon. And so if you go to their page or my page for the Brewfest, you can buy combination tickets. And so if you get tickets to both events, they're cheaper than buying them individually. So we do offer that too, combination tickets. Yes.
But we want to have flowers downtown, so
Right.
buy a bunch of tickets.
I agree.
So, anything that we have missed?
We're going to have some live music from Peach Jam and Basement Collective. They'll be playing music the entire time from 1:30 to 7. The last call is at 6:30, so make sure you get there before then if you want to try some of the samples. This year we have not only breweries, but we have cideries. We have more cideries. We've always had one, but now we've got more. And we have wineries and we have some spirits. So we have Pabst Moonshine. They're, Pabst Distillery. They're bringing their moonshine. And then we have bourbon coming again this year from one of our businesses. So we're trying, like I said, to get everybody's likes. And we also have non-alcoholic too, non-alcoholic beer. And then Chillicothe will be there with some non-alcoholic drinks for the DD. And then, of course, we'll have water, which will be free to the event. And we have food. So this year we have Poorhouse, Bell Farms, and Lea Vita, which will be having food there. So, yeah. And we're bringing board games. We're going to have cornhole and hopefully a big Jenga.
I was going to ask if you're going to have the big block Jenga.
Yeah.
That would be fun. I see video opportunities.
Yes, absolutely. And I do want to mention, too, that if you want a Brewfest t-shirt, they are only pre-sale tickets. So you have to buy your ticket by this coming Monday in order to get a t-shirt. We will not have any extras for sale.
Is this last year or this year?
This is last year's, yes.
Okay. Does it look a lot like this?
No, this year I picked well, it's got the same logo, but I picked a different color because I tried to spice it up. It's green this year.
I was going to ask you if it's green because we have a green screen behind us.
Oh, next year it won't be good.
Yeah, you'll have to order an old one again.
Yes.
So, well, Tiffany, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
And again, if you want to find out more details, go to?
Well, downtownchillicothe.com, or you can go to our Facebook page, Downtown Chillicothe, Ohio.
Chillicothe Brewfest coming up on June 7th. She'll be back in again the week of to tell us a little bit more.
Yes.
Thank you so much
Thank
for coming
you.
in.
Have a good day.
And thank you for watching here on Litter Media Live, brought to you by Tomlinson Insurance Agency.